Welcome all for the happy learning in data structures and algorithm, and today we are continuing with the fourth module. Under fourth module we are discussing the fourth session, which is about priority and double-ended queue. We have already discussed what is queue, what are the types of queues we have, what are all the operations of the queue. Priority queue is one type of the queue. Here it is similar to the normal queue. It is a linear data structure where the data are arranged linearly. We have one more concept associated with the priority queue. Apart from the element, we have one more data, that is priority associated with each element, and the service is provided based on the priority. The element with the highest priority will be provided serviced first, followed by the low priority. This is what the concept of priority queue. Here we have a priority queue. Here we have the node which is specifying the value, that is the element and the priority. So how do we implement this priority queue? Using the structure concept. So struct node element type. So what is the element we are going to insert, and type of that, to specify that we are giving it as element type, and the element to be inserted or deleted in the queue we give it as element. Next we have a priority. Since the priorities we use the numerical value there, we give int priority, and the position next is, this is how we create a structure for a priority queue. And we'll see what are the operations we have in a priority queue. We have basically two operations, that is insertion, which we call it as enqueue operation, and deletion, which we call it as dequeue operation. Okay, we'll see the routine for enqueue. In normal queue, we do the same operation, insertion and deletion, at the two different ends, right? Even here we do the same thing, but we have one more concept associated with it, that is priority. Based on the priority we will be performing the operation. See, now the operation is to enqueue. Enqueue is nothing but to insert an element. Now how do we insert an element? We will be inserting an element with the highest priority. So this is the routine. So void enqueue, where we do this operation in the queue. Okay, and element type x. The element what we are going to insert is Rx, and it may be of any data type. So to specify that, we give it as element type x, followed by the priority. Since priority is a numerical value, so we give it as in priority. So we are starting with the first position of the queue. So position p is equal to q, that is the starting node. What we do, while p of next of priority is less than that of the priority, so we are going to provide the service only with the element which is having the highest priority. So to check that, we are using the while condition. While priority of next, that is the position of next of priority, is less than priority, we are not going to provide the service. What we do in that case, we are going to change our position, that is position p is equal to p of next. Okay, next we are going to create a position using a temp position, and we are going to allocate a memory for that using malloc function. Malloc size of stack node. Now what we do, the element to be inserted, we place that in the temporarily in the temp. We store the element in the temp. What is temp? The element what we are going to insert. What is the element we are going to insert? X is the element we are going to insert. Now temp of priority will be the priority. So based on the priority, we assign the priority in the temp. So temp of next will be the p of next. Now in the circular queue, we have inserted an element based on the priority. So p of next will be our temp currently, since it has been inserted based on the priority. So this is an example for enqueue operation. We have 5, 7, 12, 9, and which is having the high priority, 9 is having the high priority. So when you want to insert an element, we have to insert the element based on the priority. So we create a temp. So when I want to insert 15, I am creating a temp first. So I am creating a temp. and I am giving a priority to that, and I am linking that with the already existing queue. This is how NQ operation is done. Next is DQ operation. DQ is nothing but deleting an element from a queue. Okay, here we again routine has been given, void DQ operation. We are going to perform that in the queue. Again, the element to be deleted, we place them in the temp. If it is empty, you are checking the condition, since you can delete an element only when there is element in the queue. If there is no element in the queue, it is an underflow condition. You are checking the underflow condition. If it is empty, it will be displaying empty queue or underflow condition. Else what you do, temp is equal to queue of next. Okay, you have deleted, you have performed a DQ operation. So temp, what about temp? Temp will be your queue of next now, since you have deleted the first element. Now queue of next is equal to temp of next. Since you have freed the memory space there, since you have deleted the element, now queue of next will be your temp of next. Since the element has been deleted, you are freeing the space allocated for the temp. See here we have 5, 7, 12, 9, and we are going to delete the first element 5. So I am going to place that in the temp. So after placing that in the temp, I will be deleting my element 5. Again I have to regenerate my link. So what is my new link? Temp of next, that 7 will be my new node now. Okay, this is what a DQ operation. And we'll see the next concept, double-ended queue. See, double-ended queue is nothing but, normally in a queue we perform insertion at one end and deletion at the other end. That is, insertion is performed at the rear end and deletion is performed at the front end. Whereas in double-ended queue, you can perform insertion and deletion at the both the end. You can do insertion at the front end, you can do the deletion at the front end. Similarly, you can insert at the rear end, you can delete at the rear end. So this is what a double-ended queue. You can perform both the operation in the same queue. You can perform both the operation in the same end, either a front end or a rear end. Okay, again we classify this double-ended queue into two types. One is input restricted. Input restricted DQ, the other one is output restricted DQ. In input restricted DQ, it will allow deletion from both ends, but it will be restricting the insertion. Okay, it will be restricting the insertion and it can be done only at the one end. Whereas output restriction, it allows insertion at the both end, but it restricts the deletion at it. You can perform the deletion at only one end. See, this is an example for an double-ended queue. So both insertion and deletion can be done on front end here, and even at the rear end you can perform insertion and deletion. See, we'll see what all the operations we have here. ifront, that is insertion at the front end of the queue. dfront, that is deletion from a front end of the queue. irear is the next operation, that is your insertion at the rear end, and drear is deletion at the rear end. And this is the code for ifront. ifront, you're calling the function ifront and you're going to insert an element. You're checking whether your front end is empty or what. If front is equal to -1, it specifies that it is an empty queue. Otherwise what you do, you increment your front end and you perform the deletion. Similarly, if your front is equal to 0, it specifies your queue is full, and you will be, if your front end is equal to 0, it specifies that there is no element in the queue, then you will get an error message as your queue is full. So when you start deleting an element, you will be incrementing your element and you will be deleting until the end of the queue, that is until front is equal to front -1. Similarly, dfront, deleting an element, you will be deleting an element. To delete an element, you should check the condition whether there is an element in the queue. If there is an element in the, if it is front end and rear end is equal to -1, it specifies the queue is empty. You cannot perform any operation. It will be displaying the error operation. If your front is equal to rear, then it specifies there is an element at the first node. It will be deleting an element and it will be incrementing your front end. irear is the function where you insert in the rear end. So when you want to insert, first you will be checking again the overflow and underflow condition, and you will be incrementing your rear end, and you will be inserting an element. If it is full, you will not be able to insert the element. When you are, how do you check your Q is full? If it is max element minus 1 is equal to the your rear end, then it specifies your Q is full. So you cannot insert. If not, you will be inserting an element. If it is not full, you will be inserting an element by incrementing your rear end. See, D rear is deleting an element the rear end. First you check whether there is an element in the Q. You will be able to perform. You will be checking for the underflow condition. You will be able to delete an element only when there is element in the Q. You check that, and if it is true, if the condition is true, you display an error message, or you will be deleting an element in the front end and you will be incrementing your front end. This is all about your DQ operations. Thank you all.